Let's get into a little shite. Hello, folks. How are you? Welcome to Apocalyptic. I am Rick. I'm going to talk to you for a little bit, just a little bit. Then I'll let you get back to what you're doing. I'm not going to be one of those people that follows you around and just keeps talking and talking and talking, like I do to my wife when she gets home from work. I know she gets really, really tired of that, and she doesn't want to say anything. But I'm that guy. I'm the guy who just won't shut up. When my wife gets home, I have to tell her everything. And I'm, like the little kid that's just like, Mom, did you hear? That's me. That's what I do. I don't know why. How's it going out there? I did an interview last week, and I haven't had feedback on it. Have you heard it? Did you listen to the interview? It's a good one. It's a good one. My favorite interview that's happened, and I kind of liked it. The thing I liked the most about it, I think, is the fact that it was a one on, I don't mind call-in interview things. Sometimes I'll have to do that, but I prefer to be right there in the same space with somebody. So that's what I really liked. You could read people, you could kind of, I don't know, it's more like having a conversation. So anyway, I don't know what you think of it. I didn't hear back from most of you out there who never talked to me. I don't even know if you listen. Probably not, but let me know what you think. Should I do more? Was it good? Obviously I'm not going to do the same type of interview. I'm not going to just do artists. I have some other ideas and some other interviews, but I don't want to do them at all if it's not something you're interested in. If you don't want to listen to it, if you just want to hear me talking, and who wants to hear that? What kind of crazy people are you that you just want to hear me talking? So let me know. Should I do some more? Should I not do some more? Should I just give up? Should I just quit? I don't know. I need to hear from you. It's been a pretty good week, hotter than crap. We did do our garage sale, yard sale. What do you call it? We don't have a garage, and we didn't do it in the yard. So it's a carport sale, right? Sort of driveway sale. That's it. We sold our driveway. No, wait. It was a driveway sale, and we had a lot of stuff to sell, and we made, I don't know, a decent amount of money, about $1,000 for a weekend. That's not bad, right? And you get rid of stuff. It's just like you're paying, like people are paying you to take your crap. That's pretty good. And we got rid of that. And then we donated a lot of stuff to some thrift stores, and probably going to donate a whole lot more stuff as time goes on. But we just had to sit out in the just blistering sun. We didn't have a tent up, and while people came in and looked through all of our crap, and you have people look, and then there's like, well, even we think that's crap. We're not going to buy that. But it's always nice when people see some value in some stuff that you used to have value in, and then you just don't anymore. But it's nice to know that it still has a little value. Some people look at it and go, oh yeah, I could use that. And there's some stuff that they took I couldn't even believe that they took. But okay, that's fine. It was cheap stuff. We even good, like I had a television, a real, remember, like I grew up at a time when television, now kids have TVs on their wrist. I can remember my neighbor getting a television for Christmas, and I was like, what? A TV? Your own TV in your room? What? Are you rich? Wait, I didn't have that. And of course, when I was growing up, there's only like 3 channels, maybe 4 PBS. But no one had an occasion to need to put a television in their bedroom. Except your parents. My parents had one. You sneak in there and watch some shows. I don't know. Were they watching porn? I don't think they had porn back then. But I now at TVs everywhere. So I sold a TV, a real, a perfect flat screen TV that is working and in good shape at $5. I sold it for $5 motherfucking dollars. Can I say motherfucking? That's crazy. And other things like that I don't know. I thought there was a lot of value and just sold it for nothing to get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Okay. That's what we did. We made a little money and then we went and had sushi and ramen, which is great. Great date and a little ice cream. I'm tired today. I'm worn out. So I'm for several reasons. One in particular, which I'll mention in just a minute. But also, I did move. I moved my business, my art gallery. I had to move it into my house. It's been sitting in my house, and then I've been trying to figure out what to do with all this crap. Even though we had the art sale and got rid of a lot, we still have a lot. So I have to go through each box, have to go through each thing. I have to figure out what to do with it. I've got some things that I want to get rid of, or I don't want to get rid of, but I need to get rid of. So I got to convince myself to let go of those things. And then what I could store, what I have room for, what I need, what I think I might need in the future, I will keep. But I'm trying to get rid of everything. I'm trying to get in that mentality of just getting rid of everything. So I feel like I've moved, even though we're still in the same house. I feel like I've moved. And then even while I'm here, because I have to keep moving things upstairs and I have to keep moving things out of a room. I feel like I'm moving over and over and over and over. And that's not fun. If you've moved, you know how much fun that's not. And so I'm just worn out. But to make matters worse, I'm having a war with my cat. So every day, every morning about 4 o'clock, my cat thinks it's really, really fun to get on my nightstand and just start knocking crap off my nightstand. Every day, every morning at 4 o'clock to wake me up. So he jumps on there. And so this is a big cat. Huge, big. I'm pretty sure he's got Maine Coon in him. He's a big, black, beautiful, gorgeous, long-haired cat. But he's our baby. He's the smallest. He's little. Just, I don't know. I guess he's getting close to 3 now. And so this big cat, and he's got this tiny, tiny, tiny little meow. He sounds like a baby kitten. It's like Mike Tyson, where you expect this big voice to come up, but instead of things Mike Tyson. That's what my cat is like. I should have called him Tyson. Anyway, but he's big, he's bulky, and he loves climbing a jump 4 o'clock. Gonna wake up the big guy, jumping on my nightstand, whatever he can find, just dumping it, knocking it off. My phone every morning. So it's making me mad. So I keep a little water bottle by my bed so I can wake up quickly and just squirting. And it never works because it takes like 3 squirts to prime it, So he's up there and he's doing these knockoff stuff, and I pick up my bottle and I aim it at him, and it's like 3 squirts, air, nothing. And by then he's gone. And not only that, but jumping off of the nightstand, he kicks like 5 or 6 more things off and runs before he gets wet. He's learned. It's a game. So I had to do some research on what I want to do. I'm in a battle now. I'm in a war. I got to plan the war. And I'm a human. I'm a grown human person that doesn't have a little squeaky voice. And I should win this war, right? I have a history of humans winning wars. It's on my side. I have the smarts. How many wars have cats won? Are there any in his history? Do you know of any great battles that have been won by cats? No, I don't know of any. Maybe one, but I don't know of any. So I feel like, history is on my side. I should be able to win this battle. So, I'm hoping the cat's not going to listen to the podcast. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'll let you know the results. So I got online, I read some stuff. about what to do. One of the things people say is put tin foil, aluminum foil. They don't make it out of tin anymore. It's aluminum, I think. Put aluminum foil on your surface, and cats hate it. And they jump up there, and then the sound and the feel, they just don't like it, and they'll jump away. So that's one option I might do. I did read several people said that it didn't work on their cats. The cats didn't care. And I have a feeling that would happen to mine. So I decided not to do that one first. Now, many years ago, I had a cat that did the same thing. He would jump up on the kitchen counter, and we didn't want him there. So I would take pieces of tape. I just took masking tape and flipped it upside down, sticky side up. And the cat would jump up there, and you would get a fur full of sticky tape. The problem with that is I had to pull it off, and that wasn't cool. So what I've got planned tomorrow for the cat? Shh! Don't say anything. All right. I got double-sided sticky tape, so I have to take this sticky tape, and I'm going to put it on the counter. So on my nightstand, and it sticks to it, so it won't stick onto his fur. But when he jumps up there, it'll stick to his little Mike Tyson paws, and hopefully he's going to hate it. This guy, knowing him, he's afraid of nothing. He grew up, we raised him from a baby kitten, and he has no fear. The only cat I've ever seen that just has no fear of anything. That's dangerous for a cat. But anyway, but I'm anxious to try it. So tomorrow he's getting that. When he jumps up, he's going to get a big surprise. He's going to be standing on sticky tape. You and your little Mike Tyson meow. I'll break him up. And that doesn't work. I'm going to go with the aluminum foil. You don't have to turn that upside down. Just put it on there, aluminum foil. And then they also say like a carpet runner, the little plastic things that go, what does it go on top of a carpet? Like if you got a carpet that goes down your hallway and you put a little plastic runner on top of it to keep it clean. Underneath that, it has little spikes that they're not dangerous. Little plastic spikes that go into the carpet and keep it from slipping around. And they say put that on your nightstand or your surface with the spike sticking up, and the cats don't like walking on it. So that will be, if this doesn't work, that'll be something that I try, but I'll win this war. I will win this battle. I will. Like William Wallace. I got my blue face and everything ready for the cat. Yeah. So that's going to happen tomorrow morning. 4:00. Can't wait. I actually bought sticky tape at the pet store. Pet store sticky tape. What else is happening? Hey, let's talk about this. 678-348-0008. That's the listener line that I created for you almost a year ago, and no one uses it. No one uses it. No one calls me. No one listens. I know that that's not true. If I do get contacted by people, that's okay. You could listen to the podcast. You're not obligated to contact me. You can contact me through the listener line, 678-348-0008. Just talk about whatever you want. Just leave a comment, whatever. I'll put it on the podcast. Or you could just send me a text through that same number, and I'll read your text. So you don't even have to do your voice. If you're in the witness protection plan, or program, you don't want anybody to hear you or whatever, I'll do the stuff. I'll do the talking. So you can text me or send me an email, rick@apocalyptic.com. You could do the same with Facebook. And hey, I'm on Threads. Apocalyptic Podcast on Threads, or Rick Baldwin Official is my personal private Threads account, which I just made public. Okay, but you can follow me on any of those if you want, or send me an email there if you want. And then, of course, we have apocalyptic.com, the website. You can go there if you have nothing else to do. I try to bring to your attention things I've discovered, things I've found that I find interesting. I have just been listening to an artist, Rustin Kelly. Do you know this guy? Do you know? I've heard his name. I haven't listened to his stuff. I have to admit, you can't listen to everybody. right? You can't. And I've heard his name. I don't know where. It just popped up. And I was listening to a streaming thing, more like Americana type music. And he came up and I was listening. I was like, whoa, who's this? And I looked and I was like, now I would listen to this. And it was him. And so I went and listened to his several of his albums. And he's good. Look him up. If you like that kind of stuff. I say Americana, he fits into that, but more. It's different, very different. Not what you would think, but very good. I think he's from South Carolina. So he's got some Southern influence, but it isn't in any way. There's no way I could call it country. Why do I get kind of sometimes not even jazz? I don't know what to call it. Sometimes I don't. It's just like his own style, his own music. Occasionally there's some country, there's some bluegrass flavor to it, but sometimes as you're just listening to, you're like, wow, that's like choir music. That's like, it sounds like a full choir. So very musical, very interesting, very original, very unique. Ruston Kelly, like that music. What else do I got? Uh-oh. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. So I got a new phone. I got a new iPhone, and I love my new iPhone, except for one thing, and I don't know why. When I have my password, and I'm trying to put my password in, the 3 doesn't work. I can't. It's a brand new phone, and I can't push the 3. I keep pounding on it. I'm just pounding, and I just let you know that 3 isn't my password. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm trying to throw you off. But anyway, I'm pounding on it, and I can't. It won't touch. It won't light up. And it's just the 3. I guess I could change my password. I don't want to, though. I'll never remember it. Anyway, so I want to talk about cheating. Cheating in relationships. Have you done it? Are you doing it now? Are you cheating? Are you in a relationship where you're cheating? I'm not judging. I won't judge you. Unless you're cheating on me. And then you're getting judged. Have you ever done it? Have you cheated? I have to think that the odds are that you have people, a lot of people cheat. And I have not. I've been in a lot of relationships, married relationships and not married relationships, and neither of them I've cheated on. And I've come close. And I don't know. I might even say a couple times, technically, someone could say it was cheating. It wasn't cheating, but someone could say it. But I'm pretty careful. I feel like I'm faithful. I'm not a cheater. But sometimes there's gray areas. It's just flirting. Is it cheating to flirt? Is it flirting cheating? I don't know. Is it? I think whatever you wouldn't want your partner doing, you shouldn't do it. That's probably the rule. I've been in relationships where my partner has been a flirt. I don't know. It's kind of a thing for me. A lot of my partners have been kind of flirty, but I haven't wanted them to cheat. They better not, and I hope they haven't. But I think I have some suspicions down through. But I'm not a cheater. Never cheated. Won't cheat. Not gonna cheat. So I've been watching a documentary. I think it's on Hulu. I highly recommend it. I'm almost done with it. It's a 3 episode, I believe. It's called The Perfect Husband. Have you seen it? Do you know about it? I'm going to talk about it. Potentially, spoiler alert. I'm not going to reveal anything that's going to blow the entire plot of this thing, all right? Because this is stuff that basically you're going to find out like almost immediately. But if you don't want to hear anything, go ahead and turn the podcast off. I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll just chat here about nothing for a minute. Little Mike Tyson pause, getting up on my nightstand, little mewing. Meow, meow, meow. All right. You gone? Okay. So basically, here's what's kind of surprising is that it took place just down the street from me here. I mean, up the street from me, a few miles from me. Right outside of Atlanta. I never heard about this. I didn't know about it. So now I won't go into the whole history, but a couple who are married, they'd met in college. They'd been sweethearts. And then they met and married, and they everything was great. Everything was going great. And the guy was like the perfect husband. And the woman keeps talking about all the great things he did, how he's a perfect husband. And they had a perfect relationship. And then she went out of town and she came home. And she thought it was weird. He didn't greet her. He couldn't find him. And she went inside. He's sitting on the couch and he's crying. And he's just like, "It's over. It's over." And she's, "What are you talking about?" And immediately the cops come in and take him away. He had a note that said he was being arrested for sexual abuse of a student. He was a teacher. And anyway, you find out through this whole documentary about this guy's double life. And he wasn't the perfect husband after all. He was a serial cheater. And I won't go into any more details than that. But the woman said she had no idea. And he was cheating and ruined it. And because that it was happening, he was a teacher and it was happening with a student, he ended up going to jail. Going to prison. He's out now, but he went to prison. I hope he's not listening to the podcast because I don't want him to know how it ends. No, I don't know. Listen to it. I need the downloads. Okay. But he was a cheater. She had no idea. And it just seemed like everything was going great. Why? I mean, I think that was just his personality before he got into the marriage, right? So that is the thing. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater, right? If you're with someone who's a cheater, they're a cheater. They're going to be cheating. How do you know? I mean, like if you get in a relationship with someone who you met because you were cheating or that person was cheating, in other words, they were married or in a relationship and then they were cheating on that relationship with you, and that relationship broke up and then you're together again with that person. How do you trust? What do you have to trust? Because you know that person's a cheater. So I don't know. I'm not sure why people cheat. Insecurity, I suppose. Boredom, maybe. Just adventure. I know there's a little bit of a excitement, a little rush in flirting and just knowing the possibility of cheating and getting involved with somebody. But I think most people don't carry it all the way through. Maybe it's a little excitement, you get a little flutter, and then it's over. You don't want to ruin what you've got. And that's the thing that I kept thinking about. It's like, do people really, really think this? I can do this without being discovered? Because it rarely happens. I'm not saying it never happens. It rarely happens, though, that you're not discovered and you're cheating. And if you are not discovered and you're cheating, you end up doing it again, and then eventually you do get discovered. There's sort of a narcissism about cheaters where they just feel like, no one will know. I know how to do this. I could get, and it never works. You're always going to be revealed at some point. And this guy was so severe, and the fact that he did it in school with students and thought he was going to be able to get away with it, I don't know. There's just a level of, I say narcissism, but also just that personality of just, he's like a salesman, just feels like he can say anything. He's going to talk his way out of anything. But he was in love with his wife. And he didn't like the fact that it ruined his marriage. Okay. Why did you do it? He didn't understand. I mean, I think he says he understood that his marriage was, but he's like, I want to try to make the marriage continue to work. What do you have? What are you bringing into it? You have no foundation. You have no one can trust you. And it wasn't one person. It wasn't just like, oops, things happened and we ended up together and it'll never happen again. No, it was one after another and several at the same time. And people from all areas of the state and the country and just it was crazy. I don't know how anybody could juggle all of that and still, like, I've almost sent texts meant for my wife to someone else accidentally at my stupid cognitive level. I would send something else, what are you wearing, to like an artist that's in my gallery or whatever, and oh crap. Or, you send a personal picture that was meant for someone else and you send it to the person you're cheating on. What do you do? How do you get out of that? How do you survive? So I don't know. I feel like it's a lifestyle. I just don't know how people sustain. I think the danger is part of the attraction to it, the excitement and the danger. But I'm curious about it. I mean, you don't have to call in and tell me if you've cheated, but I'm interested. Why? Why have you done it? Why have you cheated? Why would you cheat? What would make you cheat? Can you imagine a scenario where you would cheat in your relationship? I like to say no. I think no, but I mean, there's so many infinite possibilities out there. There has to be. I would really resist it. I think I could resist it. I would try hard to resist it, but I don't know. I can't think of everything, and who knows? Valerie Bernelli wants to contact me and set up a thing. I'm not saying I wouldn't. How could I say that? I will tell you a story though, and this will be it. It's not a cheating story. It could be perceived as a cheating story, but it's not really a cheating story. Back when I was in college, I had been dating a girl I will call Renee. Renee, not her real name. And so so a little history before that. When I was a freshman, I saw this. I didn't meet her. I saw this girl who I'm going to call Lisa. Lisa, not her real name. So I saw Lisa, and it's one of those things where it's just like from a distance, it's like, oh. Those angels, by the way. And I was just like, wow, boing, just that. Immediately just fall in love. Woo. And she was like that girl, Charlie Brown's little redhead girl that he always just kind of sees at a distance. And that was Lisa to me. And so my entire freshman year and part of my sophomore year was that I would obsess about this girl. How can I meet her? Who is she? How can I find out I didn't even know her name. And I would do some sleuthing to try to figure out how I could meet her. And I finally found one of my best friends knew her. And I was like, you gotta set me up. I wanted you to introduce us. And he was like, oh, I could do that. And it took a long time, months. And so he finally introduced us my sophomore year, first semester, sophomore year. I got to meet Lisa. And I was just nervous and just finally, that's the girl I worshipped from a distance sitting right there in front of me. I didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. But what did happen was life. Life kind of got in the way, and I ended up meeting this girl, Renee. And we fell in love and dated throughout my entire college time, every bit of it. So I became friends with Lisa, and we would send Christmas cards, just regular cards, just stay in touch. We were just friends. We'd say hi when we passed. There's still that little thing though when I would see her, it was just like, oh, that's that girl. But I'm with someone now. And so senior year, Renee and I broke up. Didn't think it would happen, but it did. We broke up. And like right after that, I just thought, oh, okay, now is my opportunity. And I looked up Lisa and I said, would you like to kind of get together, go hang out a little bit, chat, have coffee, whatever we did back in the 80s? I don't remember. No one remembers. And she said, sure. So that was awesome. And so I kind of told her the whole story. And then we ended up dating. Wow. I'm finally dating this girl that I just was obsessed with. And it was great. Except I still had that history with Renee that was there that I didn't have with Lisa. So like the Renee history was real. We did things together. We developed an emotional bond, a physical bond, a relationship bond. And the whole thing with Lisa was more kind of distant, more fantasy. I liked her a lot. I had a great time. But soon Renee kept contacting me, wanting to get back together. And I was like, oh, I'm with somebody now. But those feelings were still there. I was like, oh, yeah, maybe I do want to get back together. Trouble. That's trouble. So I'm dating Lisa and gradually getting back with Renee. This is college. Nobody knows love. Nobody knows what they're doing. We're working. We're playing. It's just experimentation at this time. Nothing's perfect. I'm not saying I did the right thing, but I was kind of straddling both relationships, and really I was like I was really getting back in with Renee and kind of letting go of Lisa, but I couldn't do it. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, and I didn't know what to do. And Renee, she knew that I was not committing, and so she decided she was going to do some stuff on her own. And so one day she calls me and says, can you come to the dorm? I want to chat with you. And I was like, sure. So I come over to the dorm. We sat in her little lobby on a big couch, and we're chatting for a while. And she says, you need to do something you need to go ahead and break it off with Lisa. And I was like, okay, well, I know that. I've just got to figure out how and when and why and all of that. And then she looks up and Lisa comes into the room. They had gotten together and decided to confront me like on Jerry Springer or something. Ah, man, I was so mad. And so they sit on the couch and I was busted. I was totally busted. And they said, make a choice, dude. Decide who you're going to be with. And at that point, I never wanted to be with another woman for the rest of my life. But, that doesn't last long. And I made my decision. I think I hurt feelings. I hurt myself. I was confused. I was embarrassed. No relationship ever was the same. Even Renee, at the end of senior year, I ended up getting engaged. That didn't work out. Lisa, I went to another college, and years and years and years later, we kind of reconnected, and we're still friends. Every once in a while, I'll see her and her husband. She's got kids, husband, and my wife and I have gotten together and had breakfast with them and just hung out. And all that silly college stuff is done. And I haven't seen Renee since. So there you go. I don't think it was cheating. I'm still trying to make, I wanted to do the right thing. I didn't want to hurt feelings. I wasn't dragging anybody along. I wasn't like, I want to keep 2 relationships. That wasn't my motivation. I was just trying to do the right thing. And then somebody jumped in the middle and made it worse. Try to force my hand. That's never good, right? So closest maybe that I've come to cheating, just being in, I don't think I was cheating, but just being in the middle of a relationship. And the way that ended, the way that worked out, I can't imagine being in a real relationship. But I do believe, I have suspicions that some relationships I've been in, there's been cheating involved. where they thought I didn't know about it, and perhaps I didn't know about it at the time, but since then I've kind of like thought about it and seen some evidence and figured some things out, and I think I know. Doesn't feel good though. Nope. Hopefully I don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, I think it's good. I'm gonna say it's good. How are you? Are you good? Are you cheating? Don't let your person cheat on you. Keep them happy. It's your fault if they cheat. I'm not going to say, I was kidding. Come back. I was kidding. It's the cheater. It's always the cheater's fault, right? If you feel like cheating and you even a little bit value your relationship, just get some therapy, get some counseling. There's nothing wrong with that. It can help you out. If you do value your relationship, just don't be confused. Don't give in to emotions. Don't give in to that. It's just like you're even if it feels good, even if it seems right, even if you have the best time of your life, that one particular moment or a few moments, it's not going to be long term, and you're going to regret it. Most likely. There might be some, there's exceptions to every rule, but it's probably not going to be the exception for you. Okay. No exception for anybody. Just don't cheat. I'm glad you listened to the podcast. I hope you learned something. I'm going to let you know how things work out that I've got planned, and no cheating is going to be involved. Once again, listener line 678-348-0008. And I want to hear from you. I would just drop me a line on Facebook at least. Just tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the show, please. All right, that's all I'm going to talk about. Uh-oh. I don't know what I just did. I hit a wrong button. Oh, I got to figure it out. Little tiny kitty Mike Tyson paws. Get on your nightstand and knock stuff over.